Here we have an Imperial Entanglements pack. It's possible to get the second Thrawn made in the game and some other pretty cool pieces too. Says collect all 40, just like the last set, Clone Wars. I want to say Clone Strike sometimes, but Clone Wars. It has 40 pieces, 8 very rares, 8 rares. So we're going to get one of 16 rare pieces in here. And one of the possible ones to get is C-3PO Ewok Deity. He was a controversial piece when he came out. A lot of people were annoyed that that if they bought a pack and got a very rare, he was one of them. He's got some interesting abilities. Maybe we'll see his stat card, but hopefully not anytime too soon. So this one doesn't really have any tape on it, and maybe it does. Nope. So we're going to start by trying to pull out these tabs here. If you saw the Clone Wars opening one, the tabs came out okay, but there was a lot more tape on there than I expected. But oof, thought I almost had that one. Squeeze it just a little bit. Looks like the tab is bigger than the hole there. Okay, so we got the tabs, and then is this glued? I think it is glued. I kind of want to keep the sides mostly intact here, so maybe I'll get the knife out. Well, gosh. I thought this would be open just like the Clone Wars one, but it's pretty different. Alright, here's the knife. We'll wedge in there. Alright. That's cleaner. I'll do that for the next one. Okay. Looks like that's pretty well opened. We're going to hand it over to my brother Brett, who's going to... Almost. Yeah, I'm thinking about cutting the... So that's... thinking about cutting the fronts of the boxes off and putting those in clear pages in a binder just to flip through to look at some point. I got plenty of binders. So he's going to give us the rare last, hopefully. We get a regular snow trooper, kind of a neat sculpt. And ooh, a sand trooper officer. He got bent up pretty good. But Brett saw a rare, I didn't. So a scout trooper. So 3 Imperial troopers so far. There's going to be a lot of troopers for light and dark in here. A Rebel Commando Pathfinder, pretty good piece. I think he gives stable footing to. He makes it so allies aren't slowed by terrain around him, which is really awesome if you want to move up the board fast. Okay, so this is kind of a neat theme. We got 2 Rebel Commandos, veteran Rebel Commando. This is a weird piece because it costs exactly the same as the Rebel Commando from Rebel Storm, but is much better. So I mean, this is one of those ones where I was kind of hoping where, I don't know, they give him rapport for the regular Rebel Commando, so that way he doesn't cost exactly the same. I don't like when they totally replace pieces. And we have the giant scale Rebel Trooper here, so there are a few fringe pieces to get in this set. Not that many, but we got 3 Rebels, 3 Imperials, and our rare. It sounds kind of heavy. Is it Palpatine on throne? Oh no, it's light. Oh, okay, this is interesting. So it just sounded like it was so this is Kip Duran, I'm not sure how to say it. He's a rare, not a very rare, but just a cool piece to get. Very interesting stats from a cool series of books. And he looks neat too. He's got a purple lightsaber there, and yeah. So
no set list in this one.
Oh, no set list. Okay. But hey, that's a pretty good pack. A lot of fairly useful non-uniques, and then we'll take a look at Kip here. I wonder if that's suspicious that there's no set list or not. But as far as I know, this looks like a unmolested pack. It's got 2 uncommons, 4 commons, and a rare. So that's what it should be. And reprint Scout Trooper, Stable Footing, Pathfinder. So Pathfinder basically gives allies stable footing. It doesn't say that, but that's what it ends up being. Rebel Trooper, Snow Trooper. So a lot of reprints in this one. Some pretty neat poses. but they didn't have to get super creative with the design here. I do like the Sand Trooper officer. He's got pretty good stats in his own right and gives Deadeye and Squad Assault to Sand Troopers. And this is the Veteran Commando. He's got better stats than the Rebel Storm one. Gosh, I want to say that he has... The Rebel Storm have like 14 defense, 10 damage, 40 health, grenades, and stealth. So this one adds mobile attack, 2 defense, 10 health, 10 damage, which is huge. And maybe 1 attack and 2 defense. I'm not too sure. And here's Kip. He's pretty interesting. The impulsive abilities are kind of cool. Somebody unique dies, so conceptually they get mad. But his is cool because he gets a bonus and a penalty after somebody dies. So he's got impulsive renewal and impulsive savagery here. So it's kind of tough for him to use his force push 5 because he has to move up to somebody, and he can only push after he's right next to them. So if he starts his turn next to somebody, then he can push. Otherwise, he has to move up next to them, which isn't necessarily bad because then he can lightsaber assault them. So an interesting piece from the Sun Crusher books and like the Admiral Dawa stuff. Does that sound right?
Yeah, the Jedi Academy trilogy.
Jedi Academy trilogy. Okay, so, and he was like a protege of Han's or something, if I remember. Oh, he has twin attack. So lightsaber assault and twin attack. So sometimes it's better to not have him have his ally die. But yeah, 10 attack, move 6 squares, and then make 4 attacks. It's not too bad for 26 points. Pretty cool piece, and I don't know, anytime you have a lightsaber that isn't red, blue, or green, his was purple, I believe. It's a pretty neat piece, so nice pull on that one. I hope you enjoyed opening that Imperial Entanglements booster with us. The next set is Jedi Academy, so we'll be opening that one in just a bit. Thanks for watching.